It's been a fair few weeks since I've been fishing at all. I've had a few weekends off with holidays and things like that. I don't think I've really lost a lot of good time, because end of July, August has never been the best time, in my opinion anyway. But we've got back down Abbey Lakes now. We're over in Cambridgeshire. Arrived yesterday evening. I'm with Liz, so I didn't get a chance to get any videoing done last night with all the setting up of the gear, finding 5 spots for all the rods, so I didn't get a chance to do any videoing. But in the night, Liz had a 17 pound 11 common. Really nice common there. Slight tinge of ghost in this too. Really nice fish. I was getting a few liners in the night, but not a lot to show this morning for the efforts. But there's a lot of fish now showing out in the middle on the plateau, swirling around. I did have a zig on there all night, but it didn't happen for me, whereas Liz was fishing the very edge of the plateau with a zig, and that was what the fish came on, which is nice. Little pop-up, probably around about 14 inches high. Nice easy fishing with zigs on the plateau because of how shallow it is, especially at the minute. The water's down even more than the last time we were here. You can see by the island, it's well bare. We've got ray fishing in the corner. That's where I was last time. He's had 2 tench in the night and lost a couple of carp. And then if I pan round to my left, we've got my dad back in the same swim that he was on our first trip down here. He hasn't had anything in the night either. It's now Saturday, the 1st of October. Not that you would believe it with the sky. I've actually been sleeping in my shorts all night. It was that warm, 29 degrees yesterday, which is madness for the last day of September. So yeah, what sort of tactics that you'd be expecting to use this time of year? Bit of bait, finding your little spots and giving it to them before they start thinking about winter. It's just not the case at the minute. As I said, we've got zigs out. Everything's just up in the air at the minute, fish wise. You just don't know what they're thinking. Crazy weather. Still, we can't moan, because them frosts will soon be upon. As you can see, we've had a nice big new 2-man. Got a JRC Quad Continental XL. Plenty of room for me and Liz come. Also got 2 big panel windows in the back, which will be open later on when this sun gets up properly. This is Liz's view for the weekend. She's basically got the right hand rod fishing the same spot that her left hand rod was the last time we were here, as she was fishing just round this corner to my right. So we've put that right hand rod back on that same corner, and the left hand rod's gone towards the left hand corner of the island, just on the edge of the plateau, with a zig rig. Getting later in the day now, Saturday afternoon. Got a lovely southwesterly breeze springing up. It's still really hot, not a lot happening at all. There's a few fish still swirling out there, so I've put a slightly higher zig out there, as high as I'm probably going to brave it. I'm probably 4, maybe 5 inches underneath the surface now. And with the swans that is quite risky, but it is just a tiny little black pop-up. Hopefully from above they won't see it, fingers crossed. So yeah, that's straight out in front of me, 40 maybe 50 yards onto the shallow plateau. The right hand rod's also on a zig, just a little bit further right, just fanning them across the plateau really. That's where majority of the fish have been shown that are in front of me. I would say that the bulk of the fish are showing maybe 30 or so yards off the reeds right opposite me, sort of in front of Ray. So I'm just hoping to pick off the ones that I can see that are pretty close to me. As far as the left hand rod's gone, a little tiny yellow pop-up, fished on a chod. That's just been slung 20 yards down to my left, probably 10 yards off the bank. Scooped a few scoops of hemp and pellet over the top of that one, a few crushed boilies. It is on a fairly dense bed of weed, it is just settled on top. Swans did see me do it and were straight in and having a look about, sort of picking off the odd bits of hemp and things that were drifting on with the wind, and they did eventually come back once they'd scoffed all that. And did pick up my line just slightly, just giving me the slightest drop back of a couple of inches, not enough to take the rig out of place, but I probably will check that before the sun sets. So yeah, not a lot more to report, just the one carp to Liz. Yeah, I've had a tench, Ray's had a couple of tench and lost a couple of carp. My dad's still yet to score, but we've still got 20 hours or so left yet. Could all change by tonight. It's not ideal conditions, it is like a summer's day. Bright blue skies, really high air pressure, the fish splashing around and that, but I think if they do come across one of my zig rig pop-ups, I do think they will. I do think they'll have a snap at one. Been talking to the owner this morning, Gary. He says that there ain't been many fishing down the last few weeks, so they should be fairly hungry fish. Naturals have started to die away now, so we can but hope.
I'll lift this, Gary. You might pull the net out for us, mate.
Yeah, that's right.
There you go, mate. It's 22.8. Calm down, son. Customer. Thank you very much, sir. Well done, John. Well with a little bit of luck.
There's Sunday morning. Blue skies again. Didn't really happen. Liz had a couple of tench in the night. As you've just saw, Ray's had a 22 about 10 minutes ago, which is nice. It's been a slow weekend. Nothing that we could have done really. I'm going to blame the weather. But yeah, it's still been an enjoyable weekend. We haven't been out for a long time fishing, probably been about 6 weeks. So it was just nice to get the rods out. Unless anything else happens, I'll see you soon.
Solar.